Now from the home of the Rangers, we're at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. Chris Davis, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Edison Volquez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Oakland.
In now, Marcus Semien. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone. Strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Standing in, Matt Chapman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
In the air to straightaway right. Pence has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
This guy's had a super good season up to this point. Kind of on the outside looking in as far as the RBI title goes. Right now, Dero, he's 4th in the league at runs batted in.
You know, it's amazing, Dan. We've chronicled him all season. He's one of those guys, when he strides to the plate, if there's some ducks on the pond, it changes his entire approach at the dish.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Popped into the air, back behind second. Odor waits on it, and that retires the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. A's 0, Rangers coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Brett Anderson gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, number 4. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 4.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson.
Nope.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, coming trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
But no problem at first, and that's the first out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Sin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings in the outfielder Hunter Pence. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. And it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Liner towards second, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Rougned Odor now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Texas. Still no score. Here's Chris Davis now, and given his team's current standing, we're probably not going to be watching any champagne showers at the end of the year, but if he keeps up the home run pace, some individual hardware may be in order for him.
He's doing his best to make sure the fans keep tuning in. He's fighting for a home run title, and he's not giving any at-bats away. This is great observation, not only for the veterans in the clubhouse, but the young rookies on this roster to not give anything away at this level.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Under it is the center fielder. One away.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
Stepping into the box, Mark Canha. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. That misses. It's 2-0 now to the Oakland right fielder.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. And he lays off again. Ball three. And a full count for Canha now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Here's Robbie Grossman as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch called for a strike. Still 1-2. Canha leads off first with 1 away. Got him.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Just off the plate and high. Ball 1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Line toward the alley and left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 14 homers and an even 70 RBIs. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Two men are on with two men out. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Fouled away. The pause and the 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Ball grounded toward Odor at second. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Shin-Soo Choo.
Now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Ball even at 2-2. Now this is swung on and missed by Choo as he's dispatched for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. Here's the first pitch to him. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Grossman moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 21.
Settling in now, Patrick Wisdom, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Pops this one up. Profar has a play, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Striding in, Sean Murphy. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sean Murphy.
First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
In there, 2-2. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Up next for Oakland, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Stepping in, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Weak grounder down the line at third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. He's set. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. Murphy on third. Semien is over at second with one down in the inning. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Third inning, no score to this point. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count. He's set. Here's the 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Now the 0-1. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. One run scores. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
So now it's Mark Canha. A ball and no strikes. Runners are at first and third, one away. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So striding forward now, Robbie Grossman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2.
Nope.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Well,
Now
that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Striding in for Oakland, Dustin Fowler. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0. Fowler, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the 18th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
A ball and a strike now.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Adur is there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 3 and the Rangers nothing.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Semien. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
The catcher, Jose Trevino.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jose Trevino. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 4.
Into the box now, number 4. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Fowler's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Still down 3-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Athletics.
Stepping up to the plate, Jurickson Profar as we begin the top of the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1 the count now. And that misses. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Profar ahead with a 3-1 count here. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Walk out. 3-2.
The next 3-2. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Into the box, Sean Murphy, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Pence has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Semien. From the stretch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Profar leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a two-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. And the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
We've mentioned he's one of the best home run hitters in the league, but that one was a little different. That one was an absolute bomb, north of 450, I'm guessing.
Now batting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
Taylor Hearn answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Taylor Hearn.
In now, Matt Olson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. Now the 2-1 taken, strike 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, and now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Chris.
Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll be back in standing up. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 44 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting.
Standing in
right
now,
fielder.
Mark Canha.
Mark Canha.
As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Called strike 2. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting, the left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Now at the plate, Robbie Grossman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. As a look, now the pitch. Up high, 2-1 now. 4 runs here in this half inning.
Ball
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was. Dustin Fowler would be next. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the A's 7 and the Rangers nothing. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Lined hard toward right center. And that is into the gap for Pence. He's got himself extra bases. Pence around second. He's on his way to third. And it's a flying start to the inning for the Rangers. It's a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
Stepping in now, Elvis Andrus. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here it comes now to Andrus. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Hit on the ground out to short. Simeon's there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
1 gone in the Texas 4th, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Simeon's got it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Up next for the Rangers, the left fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Starts him out with the slider for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Now another 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. It's the A's 7 and the Rangers 1. Stepping into the box, Dustin Fowler. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Center fielder, Dustin Fowler.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. The 1-0 home. is looked at for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's
2 balls and a strike.
Ah.
2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Talk about auspicious beginnings. That's the way to start an inning, folks. Drives it into the gap in right center, and you see when it rolls to the wall, he puts it into another gear and legs out a triple. There are a lot of ways to score from third with no outs.
Into the box, Jurickson Profar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Fowler at third with nobody out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple, and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Into the box now, Sean Murphy comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
1 ball.
1 out, nobody on. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Marcus Semien will be next. Count still full, 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Hence is over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. No balls and one strike.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Another 0-2 coming.
Nope.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
The 1-2. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Into the box now, Matt Olson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a looper to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So he's able to come through here with 2 away. And that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
Ball, that's out.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-0 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
3 runs already home here. Full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
The right fielder,
In now, Mark
20.
Canha.
Mark Canha.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one 12-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Rangers.
Okay, thank you,
Heidi.
Heidi.
Baseman, Ronald Guzman.
First offering on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a
Now
hole in his swing in that
number
location.
21.
So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kenna has it in his tracks. 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Logan.
Standing in, Logan Forsythe. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Stepping up now, Robbie Grossman. No hits to this point.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Dustin Fowler. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0.
On its way is pitch number 75. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jurickson.
Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Fowler, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Ball 3.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Set. Here's the 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
There goes Fowler. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, you know it's not a hit and run right there with a 3-2 full count. Just putting a runner in motion, but it worked out just the same. Nice base hit right there, and we got first and third.
Standing in now, Sean Murphy. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Chu to the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. And And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Matt Chapman waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Chapman, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson. He grounds it sharply to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much it can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Oh, and he goes the other way and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
The right fielder, number 20.
Into the box, Mark Canha. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Ready for another chance? Robbie Grossman, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a
Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
The 1-0 home is taken high and outside, but for a strike. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The A's lead this one 19-1. So stepping in, Jose Trevino. He leads off this half
for
inning
the
in what they
Rangers,
hope will be a rebuttal
the
to all
catcher,
those runs they just
Jose.
gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump two of them in there. You're heading the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 4. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Well, this is the downfall of putting up a big 7-run inning. Pitchers rely on rhythm, and that's pretty easy to lose when you're sitting around while your guys are hitting forever. Let's see if he can get back on track.
1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Trevino gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Grossman comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Up next for the Rangers, Hunter Pence. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
This one's down to third. Profar for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back to Arlington. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Adrian Sampson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in, Dustin Fowler. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Center fielder, number 11, Dustin Fowler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. is a heater in there for a strike. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Ready with another 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
In now, Jurickson Profar, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 1-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-1 home is right down the middle for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better. And you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 1-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. A 2-run home run for Jurickson Profar. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they just continue to pour it on here. Into the box now, Sean Murphy. So take a look at the pitch, too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is a called strike on the changeup. Base is empty here with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Odor has it on to first. So a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Marcus Semien. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1. The 1-1 home. Misses off the plate. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1. Fastball too high, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping in, Matt Chapman. And he'll complete the cycle if he can blast one over the wall here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Two and 0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Into the box, Matt Olson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
And he takes ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now another 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Oakland is on top in this one, 21-1. Now at the plate, Elvis Andrus. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 1-0 home. Slack hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Outdoor.
Standing in now, Rougned Odor, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. Here's a pop-up now. Chapman in foul ground. Into the stands. He got it.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Grossman is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman, Ronald Guzman.
At the plate, Ronald Guzman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Grossman. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1, and as you can see, they are way behind. Making his way to the plate, Chris Davis, and he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. And he misses again, 2-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. In now, Mark Canha, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. The 1-1 towards second. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th. Throw won't get him.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Sean Kelly enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping in now, Robbie Grossman, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Dustin Fowler, as he lines it out to center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And he's safe.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up, and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Digging in, Jurix and Profar, and their runners at the corners now.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Profar is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good.
Nope. Ball one.
And that misses 1-1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Runners are at the corners with one man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Sean Murphy, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. Bends into the zone for a strike. Runners at the corners, two men out. One and two as he chases the slider.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Pence on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A's have to settle for just the one. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The A's lead it 22-1. Now in the box, Patrick Wisdom. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box, Logan Forsythe, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Jose Trevino, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Wisdom, base runner at first with 1 out. The next 0-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 9th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 22-1. Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
2-2. Fastball just inside. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt.
So coming to the plate, Matt Chapman. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. He's set and the pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Guzman is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So digging in now, Matt Olson. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-0 home. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 37 on the year as the blowout continues.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Aye.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Wisdom is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mark Canha.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Canha working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Oakland is on top in this one, 24-1. Wang, a 6'2" 2-inch left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Number 78.
At the plate, number 4, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ball 1.
Oh, that's out.
A high fastball is in there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. He was great all night long.
Hunter.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Digging in once again, Hunter Pence. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Elvis Andrus. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
2 out, nobody on. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Misses, ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
24-1 this evening. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Brett Anderson earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Edison Volquez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out west in the American League, Chris Davis was unconscious at the dish, driving in 9 runs, leading the A's to the win over Texas 24-1. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. In the standings, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Athletics are second in the division. They're 15.5 games out of first. George Springer had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as the Stros disposed of the Royals 10-3. As of today, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Astros are atop the American League West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Rays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-3. Entering the day's action, the Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. Mike Leake got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading the Mariners to a victory over the White Sox 1-0. As of right now, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 18 games out of first. Lourdes Gurriel drove in 3, helping lead the Blue Jays over the Yankees 5-4. In the standings, the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Yankees are 2nd in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 9-5. At the start of the day, the Indians are leading the Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Twins are 3rd in the division. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-0. Heading into the day, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-0. Entering the day's action, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. And the Braves are 4th in the division, 17 games out of first. The Los Angeles Dodgers picked up 14 hits in total as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 9-7. The win was their 5th straight as a team. In the standings, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East, 16 games out of first, while the Dodgers are leading the National League West. They have a small 1.5 game advantage over second. The Cubbies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 2-1. As of today, the Cubs are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Brewers got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-1. Heading into the day, the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Brewers are 3rd in the division, 20 games out of first. The Diamondbacks amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-7. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're 13.5 out of first place. And the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. The San Diego Padres put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-3. In the standings, the Rockies are in 2nd place in the NL West, only a game and a half back. And the Padres are 4th in the division. They're 15 games back. The Miami Marlins combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-1. At the start of the day, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.